This meeting is being recorded.
All right, and if everyone can mute themselves, please. If you have any questions, like when I'm talking, literally just put it in the chat and I'll make sure to answer it at the end, or if you want to write down your question, and because I always leave time for questions at the end. This needs moved up here. All righty. Everyone, welcome to the 2021 Vision Party. I'm so excited. I literally have been wanting to do this for like a few weeks now, a couple weeks now, but you guys know I was in Indiana and I wasn't home and I didn't have my laptop with me, so it would have been impossible to do something like this. So here we are. Grab a drink and literally be ready to take notes. You guys don't have to literally come up with your vision on this call. But I'm going to be giving you the best tips on goal setting and making your vision literally come to life. I'm really excited for this. So yeah. First and foremost, if you're not a coach on here, I'm just saying that because there's like 2 girls that aren't a coach on here. We use Canva for like all of our graphics, and that's where I recommend that you make your vision board. It's a free app. It's a free graphic app, and there's just so many cool things on here to make. It's fun. It's so much fun. And like I said, it's free. What I recommend doing is making like the biggest template that you can find. I think I used a poster last year. I think that's the template that I made. And then you just choose the background color. There's graphics, there's plain backgrounds, whatever you want. And at the top, you would write in the font like 2022 vision or goals for the new year, or literally whatever speaks to your heart, put at the top. Last year, I put 2021 vision, I believe I did. And I had it as a pink, like a hot pink background. And I literally will get into more of this, like the visual, but literally make it visual and journal it out first. I feel like that would be super helpful, just to get a piece of paper or notebook and write it out in your mind, like all of your thoughts on a piece of paper first, and then go into Canva and make it like so amazing. But you definitely want to print it out or make it your wallpaper if you literally have no access to a printer. I don't have a printer at home, but like Chris does at work, so I just like send my vision board to him and he printed it out for me. But this year I want to frame mine. So last year I just hung it up on a board in my bedroom, and that's like another huge thing. You want to hang it up or put it somewhere where you're literally going to see that thing every single day. That's the whole point of making a vision board. It's you remembering why you're working so hard at what you're doing. So you, like I said, you can frame it or, hang it up somewhere by your light switch, by your bedside, in your bathroom, just somewhere where you'll see every day. And don't rush your thoughts. This is why I didn't want you guys to if you have thoughts, that's cool. Like write it down during the call, like maybe a goal that popped in your mind while I talk. But literally take the time to do this and make sure it's like in the morning or at night, whenever your brain feels like really inspired, take action then, because then your goals are going to be more realistic and it's just going to be easier to come up with your goals for this year. For instance, I have not set out my goals yet. I have them in my head. I just haven't put them down on paper. Michaela's coming in. Who is her name? Whose coach is that?
That's my other customer member. The girl, she's Michaela Imperati, but now it's McGuire. She's
okay.
You've seen her before.
Okay, yeah, I thought the name sounded familiar. So yeah, in the morning, I'm most like my head is so clear in the morning. It's not at night. Sometimes at night, depending on what my day was like. But today it was a really busy, packed day just because I've been off my schedule for like the past couple weeks. So in the morning, and I had a coach call with my coach today, Carolyn. So we really went over like my big goals for this year. So I'm going to write those out in the morning and then make my vision board. I'm super excited about it. Another thing, when you make it visual, you want to go on Google. So like say a financial goal for you is to buy a house this year. I don't know. I'm just saying that. And I know that Shayla is wanting to get out of the place that she's in now so that her and her boyfriend or fiance and her baby can have a place of their own. So maybe she has like this place in mind, or like a certain apartment or a house that's like you want it so visual that you're like, this is the exact house that I have in mind. Like, don't pick a house that looks like something that you wouldn't want. Like, literally, if you say you have a vision of like a, I don't know, what's a cool color? Like, I don't know, a tan house, 2-story tan house. Type that in and find like close to your ideal house. You want it like that visionary to where you're like, I'm going to have that house someday. Same goes with your hair. So last year I had it on my vision board to grow out my hair really thick. That is what's going on right now. And it was this girl with long brown wavy hair. And I had that on my vision board. And that was like a smaller goal, right? But like, just to say that, just find pictures that is your exact like vision of what you have in your head. Even I put on go to Miami Beach last year, which I didn't end up doing, but I am doing that this year. So you could Google Miami Beach and put an exact picture of Miami Beach on there, not just a random beach, Miami Beach. So anyways, but yeah, really think about it and realistic, but dream big. So big goals, because obviously you can get there. So goal setting, you want short-term goals and long-term goals. So like that was a perfect example. So short-term goals was obviously hair. I mean, that's not like a huge goal. It's just something that I know that I can literally make happen. That's easy. Grow out your hair, right? And then long-term goals, get a new house, get a new car. Obviously that's possible with this business if you dream big enough and work hard for that. Or not saying that you can make all that money for a house, but you could definitely put down a down payment with your coaching money. So yeah, that's like the difference between short-term goals and long-term goals. And then like, these are other like tips. So life goals, financial goals, mental goals, physically, like your physical transformation, your hair, all that goes into it. Maybe the way that, I don't know, I feel like I've literally changed every aspect of my looks. Like everything about me has changed. My face, my hair, my body, my muscle, the way that I talk, like every aspect of me has changed. And I freaking envision that. And like, even this year, like I want to take even a step notch up from who I am right now. And so that goes with fitness. You know, when you're making mental gains, that comes in from like your personal development. So if you're new here, personal development is literally mindset work. It's you putting your mind before anything else. So we listen to podcasts, we read books, we do daily affirmations, we meditate. Some people in here do, some don't. We journal, we literally speak nice to ourselves. We do vision boards. We literally work on our mindset day in and day out. You have to. I've never seen someone successful if they didn't work on their mind. Like there's no such thing. The difference between successful people and non-successful people is literally mindset and consistency. That's it. There is no difference in you and me, you and her. It's not. It's literally like you have to ask yourself, like, if she can do it, why can't I? Like you always need to ask yourself that. There is no difference. You just got to be consistent and work on your mind and keep going. And you also want it to be like, you're going to have personal like goals too that you're probably not going to want to speak about on social media, because I know there's goals for me, like maybe financially, or just like there's certain things, you know, so it's going to be personal and very meaningful. Like I said, really think deep into this, like take the time. Don't rush this. It doesn't need to be rushed at all. And then if you're a customer on here, maybe a goal for you is to become a coach this year, because why not? I mean, you're sitting here on this call with coaches. Like we're here, we're all just real humans. And at the end of the day, like our job is to just share our journey on social media. That's really what this is. Of course, there's the behind the scenes work where you have to connect with people and things like that, but we're just real humans, you know, sharing our journey and getting the best results, because I truly believe if you're a coach, you're going to have the best results because you're going to be consistent. It's your job to show up. So of course, if health and fitness was your job, you would show up every damn day. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of SMART goals, but this is another very helpful tip when trying to figure out like your goals for the new year. So S stands for specific in this. So make sure your goals are in detail. Literally get as detailed as possible. This is your vision board, and this is just the beginning of the year. Like, think how many amazing things can happen in this year. I still have yet to reflect on this past year. Like, I really want to reflect hard in the morning and even like during the day tomorrow. Measurable means that you can measure your goal and know when you have achieved it. So that's kind of like where the T comes in down here below, is like having a time frame. So like say one of your fitness goals is to lose 20 pounds. You don't just want to put that on your vision board, because this is the thing about it. I feel like people make a vision board and they're like, oh, I literally have a year to make all this shit happen. But then a year passes and you really didn't mark off anything because you never made like that time frame. You never made those measurable goals. You never gave yourself like, you know what, in six months, I'm going to give myself 6 months to lose 20 pounds. You know, you never did that for yourself. So you kind of just like slacked a little bit and kind of took advantage of your vision. Achievable. You are setting goals that you know that you can accomplish. And even if you feel, don't ever doubt yourself, like always believe in yourself. But I know there's always that voice in the back of your head that almost feels like it's like too far-fetched, or like you're like, oh my God, like I literally don't think I can get there, but I'm going to get there anyways. Like, even if it feels far-fetched, just know that you can accomplish it. And when you're doing realistic goals, your goals have to make sense and that it's worth your effort and it benefits you. So always remember that. Like, obviously you're not going to put on your vision board, I'm going to be a millionaire in a year. I'm sure that's happened in the world before, but if it doesn't feel like that's even reachable for you, don't freaking put it on there. I feel like that can be a bit discouraging too. Like, people think that they need a dream so big that it's literally so far-fetched that it's probably not going to happen. Literally make them goals that are big, but you know in the back of your mind that if you work hard enough, you can freaking achieve it. And then T, I kind of already talked about, but just make like a time frame. So, you know, for one of my goals is, if you're a customer, you don't really know what this is, and maybe if you're a new coach, but my huge goal this year is to be a 5-star diamond coach. That's huge. I just planted it today with my coach. Like, I said it out loud, and like, that's a huge ass goal. Okay. And honestly, I actually started out with 3-star diamond, but then she was like, you need to aim higher, which was so right. So if you say you have a goal, say I had a goal of, you know, 3-star diamond, most likely I would get to a 1-star, because usually when you reach for something that high, you're usually 2 levels down. That's why it's so good to literally aim higher for it, because then you're more likely to literally reach your goal. So like, say you want to hit Success Club 6 every month, you're probably going to hit Success Club 2 because you didn't aim that high. So usually, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but just from like goal setting and being a coach for so long, like if I set myself for Success Club 12 every month, I'm going to be around the 6, 8, Success Club 6, Success Club 8, honestly. It's just the way it works. It's because your mind is so wired to, I don't know what I'm saying here. Does anyone know what I mean? I feel like I'm like rambling on at this point, but like, you just want to aim higher, point blank. So if Raven tells me she wants to be a diamond coach, I'm going to say, no, you want to be a 2-star diamond. And then she's probably going to hit diamond, point blank. That's what I meant. I still don't know if that made sense, but it made sense in my mind. Okay, so another great thing is to I talked about this kind of a little bit already too, but revisit your goals from last year. I think it's so good to look back on your accomplishments from last year and take note of like how far you've come and realize that you can go even further than the year before that. And, you know, if there were things that you were able to mark off of your vision board last year, that's awesome. Like, a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people make their vision board in the, you know, the first January, whatever, and then they never mark anything off just because they just set their goals, but they didn't take action on it. You have to take action on it. You just can't put it on a piece of paper and expect for your life to literally unravel and like literally dreams come true. You know what I mean? So level up more, dream bigger. There is no time to wait. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. There is literally no time. Today's like gone. Like literally time is just not a fucking thing. It's just not. So stop waiting. There's no time to wait. And just go big. And then another huge tip is listen to your vision. So whatever you put on your vision board, journal it out in words, like in a sentence, honestly. And then if you have the iPhone, we have the voice memo app and it's free. And so I listen to mine every day, but I'm going to redo mine since it's a new year, even though I just did it again like January 1st. But I listen to this every morning as my like part of my morning routine. And you can actually, so I don't know if my laptop will, that's what it looks like. I have all these voice memos and you literally just click on one and hit play and it says your vision for you. And then you can name the voice memo and mine says, why am I showing up today? ? With a heart. So I'm reminded every day why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't want to show up. I wouldn't want to help people. I wouldn't literally want to do anything. I wouldn't know what my purpose was. So you have to remember why you're doing what you're doing every day. These are some journal prompts. If you guys want to screenshot this, I'm definitely going to be doing some of these tomorrow because I'm going to totally unplug after this. But these are some goal setting journal prompts. And I just thought these were really cool and I wanted to share these with you guys. Name a few things that bring you joy. How can you incorporate this into your daily life? And you could even make it like a New Year's thing. So how can you incorporate more joy into your life this year? What has been your greatest accomplishment this year? What area in your life do you want to improve this year? So kind of make it like a New Year's thing. I definitely want to do that because then you can be like, maybe this past year I kind of half-assed some of my stuff. This year, don't half-ass it. Go all in. Like, make this your year. We are in January. This is just the beginning. Don't let time pass you. Just don't. Okay, and then I think this is the next slide that I want to announce. Okay. Oh, come on. All right, so I am announcing that there is going to be a team retreat in April. I just chose this date because I have travel to Mexico, and then I think me and Chris are going to be taking our Success Club trip like after this. We got a voucher now because of COVID. They like basically canceled it and just gave us a voucher so we can go whenever. But I'm so freaking excited for this. This has been on my mind for at least like 6 months now, but I just like didn't know the full details yet. I didn't know like how to go about it. So, and it's still all new, so we can obviously brainstorm this, but you have to be at least an Emerald in order to come to Florida. I think that's so easy. And I think that's something that will push you to knowing that I'm literally going to be with some of the girls here and you're not, or you are, so get your butt to Emerald, help 2 people, either a preferred customer or a coach, and bam. Or aim for higher. Like, honestly, if you're not an Emerald yet, I would put on your vision board to be a diamond coach this year. If you're not an Emerald yet, if you're an Emerald already, shoot for like 1 to 2 star, honestly, like dream big. So we're definitely going to be doing this at my house for 3 days. So I figured like Friday through Sunday would be perfect. So you guys wouldn't have, like, if you do have a job, you wouldn't have to take like that much time off work. One of the days we're going to road trip to Miami. I'll have a car, so you don't have to worry about that. Obviously pictures, all the pictures, right? Hang out, get to know each other more, get team shirts made. And then what did I put below here? And then I figured one night we could go to a nice dinner, but like Chris cooks. So, and we can cook too. We can go grocery shopping together and cook our own meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, whatever. We'll do our workouts together. We will do our business work together. Like if, I literally imagine us sitting in a circle, collaborating, sharing goals, working our business together, getting on our stories together, making reels. I'm so freaking excited. So, yeah, that's it. I'm going to stop the share.